Welcome, everybody, and welcome to the Summer Fun School that we have absolutely had an amazing time. I've heard from some of you we've had one of you make over $1,000 a week on a small little business you're doing. We have someone got clarity about what career they wanted. And clarity is a divine, wonderful thought and name and concept that you want clarity. That way you are at one with your higher power and with God and all that is. That we have someone that actually the doctor said that they broke their bone. The doctor said they probably have to have an operation, and they just found out a couple of days ago no operation necessary. That literally we have the power to be, do, and have anything that we want. And today you're going to absolutely love what I'm going to share with you because we really, today is going to be the resources that all of us have. Most of us have never been told about these resources, but you have energies from the universe that will do the work for you. And so, in reviewing on where we basically have been, and let me see here, let's see if I can get this going. That on our we have talked about our all-powerful thoughts. And so that starts everything. You're it. And whatever you're thinking about, whether you want it or not, that you're going to get more of it. And I was just thinking, this summer fun school was initially intended for kids, but understand we're all kids. We all have a inner child within us, and I was thinking that I know some people that are in their 40s or 40 years young, if you will, and they're mad at their parents still. Because, see, it's this momentum that we make, that we create with our thoughts, and we start creating whatever, and it'll last the rest of your life if you continue to think about what you don't want. And in fact, I'll even go beyond that. I know people that are mad at their parents, if you will, or other people that no longer are here physically. In other words, they transitioned when most people would say they died, that there is no death. We have eternal life. And so you got to choose on what momentum you're going to have, on what you're going to focus on. And if you focus on, getting mad at parents or not liking school or whatever it is, that it'll just get worse and worse. But there's a better way, and it's through your thought. And you're all powerful everything. And then those thoughts create energy or our emotions. And so we talked in week one in the first summer fun school session about it's your thoughts you created. You're the creator of your life. Last week, we talked about how those thoughts automatically turn into emotions, and that's your signal that actually goes to the divine intelligence, to what most people would call God. And then, and this has been proven by science, so this isn't just like my opinion or maybe this will work. I've helped thousands of people around the world to help them have better lives, to be happier, to have more clarity, to be able to have whatever they want to be, do, and have. And so, and we remember that thoughts become things, and then we have 60,000 thoughts each day. And so if you're thinking about something you don't want or like, and that could be your parents, teachers, other people, again, this is for all ages. So whatever you're not liking, the way you look, your clothes, whatever, we haven't made. And you're just amazing. All of you are absolutely amazing. And what do you do with those 60,000 thoughts? And remember that 80% of those thoughts are, for most people, unwanted thoughts or negative thoughts. And that's why most people aren't very happy. Most people don't have their dreams come true, but you, my friend, are going to have the opportunity now, and literally starting 2 weeks ago, that as long as you're doing the fun shop that we talked about in the morning, and I'm going to introduce you today to some helpers. You got a whole support team that can do the work for you. And so it's going to be exciting to hear. And about 20% of our thoughts are wanted thoughts. And so no wonder why most of us aren't living the life of our dreams. And and so let's talk about the seven. What are these resources? What are these energies, if you will, to your success that you can call upon? And you're going to hear, we're going to talk about angels, okay? And in every religion, there has been talk of angels, of archangels, but most of us don't know what to do with those angels, whatever. And so, mankind that has walked before us for thousands of years, we have been mankind as human beings. We're beings, okay, and we're really spiritual beings in this physical form because we birthed ourselves into this form. That's why you're so magnificent. But all through the thousands of years previously, man, these human beings have asked for seven primary things and the attributes, things that they want. They want to communicate better, they want to manifest better, they want better health, whatever. And we're going to go through these seven energies, what are called archangels. And the reason why we use like words like angels or archangels, we can relate a little bit easier to them. They're really just energies, but that to see them with wings, to see them in their different colors, it personalizes it. It makes it easier for us to understand their amazing power that they have. And the key here is you have to invite them. Oh my. Another word of that is evoke. And so every day I invite all seven of my archangels in. And angels are very real. And when you start calling them in, you will start feeling their presence and you will start seeing miracles happening in your life. Remember that we talked about our thoughts create energy, and that energy is a signal in step three. That signal is that goes, our feelings goes to in step three, God, the divine, all that is. And so by you asking that they do the work, everything in your life, you might think, oh, I did the work, I did the studying or whatever, and I did the work in a job, or again, doesn't matter what age we are, that we're doing something, okay, and we think we did it, but actually what we're magnets to what we're asking for. Will be given thoughts by these archangels, will be given the magnetism to be like a magnet to attract people, circumstances, and events into our life that will give us whatever we're asking for. And remember, want it or unwanted, and what we're asking for. And so, and we have demonstrated this already with us, not only thousands of people around the world, but those of you that have been watching this, that you have been creating more of what you want. And so, from healing your physical body to making lots of money to having more clarity, these are important, valuable things, and it's easy. You don't have to work hard. You don't have to sacrifice anymore. You just need to ask, and you will be inspired then, and you will have inspired thoughts. You will have inspired actions. So you just don't want to do stuff. If I do stuff, I end up, if I keep on doing, I end up getting do. In other words, most people aren't very happy. They call it a midlife crisis, that people are working hard and doing and doing and doing. And, by the time they're 40, 50 years old, they typically come to me and say, I'm unhappy. I need your help. I don't like what I'm doing here. And so for us to realize that we can actually have it the way that we want it, and all through not only our asking, but we don't have to do the work. That we have these magnificent energies. Now, there's 7 key energies, okay, called archangels, but there also are thousands, uncountable number of angels that can help you. I just had a woman who was in the emergency room, and that she called upon God, called upon her angels, and she closed her eyes and she literally saw thousands of angels, white angels with wings, flying to her, and row after row after row of angels coming to her to give her health. And guess what? She got healthy. She's out in the emergency room. She lived, if you will, that she's feeling great now. And she didn't have to do anything. The doctors didn't do anything. She wasn't, prescribed anything, no operation, nothing. That this is how powerful that we are. And we have all these energies to call upon us. Another way that I like looking at our angels is when you ask for something, they go out, and I would write this down. In fact, make sure you're taking notes on this so you can review these notes and really get down, especially on the 7 archangels that we'll get to here, because you can call on these energies, these forces in the universe that are the most powerful forces, and they can overcome you of fear. They can overcome, and most of the things, by the way, that we are upset about, what we don't like, whatever, it's really our own fear. And fear is an acronym that actually means false evidence appearing real. That the things that you fear, oh, I hope I get a good grade, or I hope I don't get in trouble, or or anger, that it's all the committee. Remember, the committee is made out of just in your head. It's not real at all. They're just trying to get you off your lighted path. And so it's fear is a committee member, okay? And anger is a committee, and getting mad is a committee. It keeps you away from what you want. There's nothing in this whole wide world, this whole wide universe to be mad about or upset about. Everything is playing out well when you ask to see it to play out well. When you're deliberate in your joy shop in order to share that then it shall be the way that you want it. But see, if you don't ask, and if you don't invite your angels in, God in, that then you'll just get life by default. And some stuff you'll get, some stuff you won't. But overall, you're not going to be very happy. And who's going to be managing you? The committee, the only devil that there is. And it's like, I'm not going there anymore. And so I'm going to call on these wonderful, amazing energies. And I love this idea about and these energies of our angels. And when you ask for something, you want better grades, whatever, that you want to make more money, you want to have more freedom, you want to feel better, that your angels, thousands, countless of angels, are out gathering up your goodies as long as you ask them to, as long as you ask for what you want. Because if you ask for what you don't want, they are obligated to gather up those goodies too, the things you don't want. And those aren't goodies, those are baddies, if you will. And so we have this beautiful luxury to be able to call on these energies of the universe that actually create everything in our life. Again, we don't do it, other people don't do it. What it is we get inspired. It's this energy from the universe that helps us to get to what we want to be, do, and have. And so let's get into these angels, archangels, the seven archangels. I'll share with you a story. The first um, archangel, and so there's seven archangels. Um, Michael is about manifestation. Raphael is health. Gabriel is communication. Shamuel is unconditional love. Jophiel and Uriel, Zadkiel. And maybe if you want to, you could take a picture of this. This will give you just a overview of these seven energies and what mankind has walked before us, and what you're wanting. You want to manifest more. You want better health. You want to be an angel of communication. You want to show unconditional love. You want to be illuminated. And again, we're going to get into every one of these, but you want to illuminate your mind, your emotions, your body. You want wisdom. And then finally, with Zadkiel, you want compassion. And so I want to share with you on Archangel Michael and how I met with him and met him for the first time. I remember I was in the army and I was 18 years old, and I was up in the middle of the woods of nowhere, and it was a guard stand. It was a very tall guard stand that was built above the trees, so you could oversee the trees. And I was guarding basically nothing. It was in Virginia. It was beautiful. And all of a sudden, I got inspired. And I got inspired and I gave like a sermon, like the Sermon on the Mount. And it was just to Mother Nature, it was to these trees. But I was so inspired, and I knew that somebody was with me to inspire me on this. I didn't know who at the time, but now I know there was Archangel Michael. And it's the first time that I really felt his full power. Archangel Michael has actually been with each of you. And again, you have to open up the door, though, through your asking. And so if you just crack the door open and say, oh, I want something, I desire something, like in your joy shop, that Archangel Michael can come in because he's the archangel of manifestation. And but where I really connected with Archangel Michael is, see, I understand on and back 30 years ago, I understood how the mind plays, how the mind functions, how we can use our mind that then creates emotions, that then creates matter. In fact, only 5 to 7 years ago, I have neurophysicists, molecular biologists, quantum physicists, have they understood and proven that thoughts do become things, with thoughts create energy that then creates matter. And so I knew that, but I also knew there was a greater presence. And you know that too. You can feel there's a greater power within you. It's your inner being, it's God. It's this higher power that you can tap into, and then tap into all these resources. And so I knew how the mind played, but I didn't know on how God fit into it, because the scientists didn't include God. They didn't say a word about God being in there. And so I went to seminary school. For 4 years, I went to seminary school. And when I became ordained, we were in a very small private church. And there were, maybe 20, 21 people that, very spiritual people that were witnessing this, that were in the audience, if you will. And as I was becoming ordained in this very religious environment, church that we were in, as I became ordained, I felt the presence. And in my mind, the thought came to me, this is Archangel Michael. And I thought, how beautiful. Archangel Michael is with me as I'm being ordained. So I could feel his loving energy. I could feel his presence. And after I was ordained, in the same church, same time, right after I was ordained, that these 21 people started single file coming up to me and congratulating me for becoming an ordained minister. And, a few people walked by and said, hey, congratulations. But one person came up to me again, very spiritual, holy people. And all of us, by the way, are spiritual and holy. It all depends on how focused you are. And if you understand that this is the happening place that we're at, and that we have all these energies, all these archangels and angels of God, and all that is that are here to follow our instructions, to do whatever we're asking for. And so, and when we realize, oh my gosh, like some people say, oh, I'm waiting for God to tell me what to do. Good luck, because you're the one that has to walk through this life, experience things you don't like, that then births the things and gives you clarity on what you do want, what you do like, what you do love. And that expansion puts the eternity into everything. And when you go there on what you do want, that then the heavens part, because now you're walking at one with God, with your higher power, and with all your angels. And this is really the secret to all of life. So back to church, that, about the third person says to me, oh, congratulations. And it was so wonderful to have Archangel Michael in our presence today to honor you while you being ordained. And I went, wow, this person felt the presence of Archangel Michael too. And a few more people went by, and another person came up to me. Altogether, three people came up to me and said, oh, it was so wonderful to have Archangel Michael there. And see, it's this feeling. Some people can see the angels, some people can feel it. That I had a lady yesterday, actually this morning, share with me that in her dreams, that there were these thousands of angels flying, so she could see them. And I was one of those angels. I was flying with the angels. And why is that? Because I've asked to become enlightened. I've asked to fly. Every day I fly with my angels. And so can you. And then talk about a glorious life, a fun life. I'm not afraid of anything. There's nothing to fear. I'm not mad at anything. There's nothing to be mad about. And that's why one of my books, The Happiest Man in the World, that you would be the happiest person in the world, man, woman, it doesn't matter. That we all have the same amazing abilities to call it the way that we want it. So Archangel Michael, that really helped define my relationship with Archangel Michael. And every one of the angels have a color. And so Archangel Michael's color is blue. And also that the energies that come, they come in, so each angel comes in light, and I would write this down, comes in light for your mind, comes in energy for your emotions, for your feelings, and then comes in angel dust that goes into your body, into every pore of your body, every cell of your body. And so it's just this beautiful experience to be able to feel. And you can use your other senses to feel and touch and smell. I have, and this goes for people that have walked before you that are no longer here in this physical form. So I, like my mother, she transitioned into the non-physical. She passed away, if you will. But see, I knew she wasn't gone. But if you say they're gone, they are gone. But you're going to have your grandparents anyway. And so this morning, I did yoga this morning, and I did it with my mother because my mother loved yoga, and we have a more beautiful relationship than ever. We had a great relationship while she was here in physical form, but now she's just pure source energy, and I can call on her. My grandparents, I just had someone this week talk to me about on how they called their grandfather in, and she could actually smell her grandfather, the scent of the way her grandfather smelled, and feel his presence. And she was just in tears. This is the reality. And what we've been told, we basically have been brought up. Well, if I can see it first, see it, then I'll believe it. But for you and for us, it's now I'll believe it. I'll see it when I believe it. So what comes first is your belief and understanding that there are the energies of the universe that can come and help you. Isn't that grand? So let's get into the archangels. Archangel Michael, a blue light, and that he's considered the most influential archangel. Some people say the most powerful, and we can use powerful, but it's the most loving. And he is the master of manifestation. And he came to me, and this is probably, he's actually come to me several times about this, but within the last couple of years, that basically Archangel Michael, and Michael has come to me and said that, and told me that the number one thing that prevents the human race, all of us, from having what we want is fear gets in the way. And it's only fear. And like many are not confident. Okay. And the reason why aren't we confident? Oh, we're still being called a kid or whatever that we've been told, like in speaking next week, you're going to love this, that we're going to talk about how to gain your confidence, how to be a more effective speaker. And we'll show you exactly the steps in order to be able to, speak in front of your class or speak in front of a group or whatever to shine your light and to have more confidence and to have more clarity of what you want to do for like your career or whatever. And so you'll love that next session. But this one is about that, yeah, that Archangel Michael, he comes and has shared, and it is true, and know it to be the truth, that Archangel Michael, the one reason that prevents us from everything we want is our own fear, the fear of public speaking, the fear of not being confident. It's just fear. And he said, when an Archangel Michael can release you of your fear. And all you have to do is ask, Archangel Michael, I want to be free of my fear. And I want to go out a long, happy, healthy, wealthy life. Yeah. Long, happy, healthy, wealthy life. That's what I want. And he has then asked us, he basically, being the master of manifesting anything you want to be, do, and have, you can call him Michael. He's kind of the lead archangel, if you will. But he then, and so he has, remember, all angels have three aspects that they bring to us for our mind, our emotions, which is our spirit. And and to be clear, our spirit, for practical purposes, is our breath and our emotions, the way that we feel. And all three impact each other, our mind, body, and spirit, being those emotions, and our breath, that they all impact each other. So if I stub my toe physically, that hurts. That tells my mind, oh, and I'm thinking about hurt. And then I'm also feeling, oh, I don't feel very good. And so, and again, you can rise above all that and just not pay attention to the stub toe or whatever it is. And so, Archangel Michael has this okay, loving light, energy, and angel dust. And the light is for your mind, the the um, the energy for your emotions, and then the angel dust for your body. Archangel Michael then introduced to me the other six archangels, one at a time, got to know them. And now I have a magnificent relationship with all seven of them, and they help me. And so Archangel Michael helps us to create, manifest. Okay. Archangel Raphael is a green light, energy, and angel dust, and is all about health. Now, normally, when we think about health, we think about my physical health. But, and I would include in your joy shop, like Archangel Michael, first of all, invite him in, ask to be a master of manifesting what you want. Okay. Call in Archangel Raphael. But with Raphael, you ask for better mental health. Okay. And I say better mental health and also better memory. Literally, these angels have the power to create anything for you. You just have to ask, you just have to call upon these amazing resources. And you're not going to learn this in school. And you're not going to learn this from most people. And in fact, I wouldn't share most of this with most people because they'll try to talk you out of it because they're being managed by their committee, by the devil. They don't want you to know. The devil doesn't want you to know this. In other words, the things that you don't want and for your demise want you to be aware that you can call on these, and they're the most powerful energies in the universe. They can overcome any committee member, any fear, any worry, any doubt, any complaining, any health issue, anything. And so for your health, you want to call in Archangel Raphael and this beautiful green energy, light for your mind, for you to have a healthier mind, a healthier, better memory, for you to have healthier emotions, to feel better. And then finally, with Raphael, to have your green angel dust come flow into me, into every pore of my body, into every cell of my body, into every organ of my body, in every system and function of my body, my nervous system, in my muscular system, in my digestive system, in my respiratory system. We have all these systems. That's why I say love your body and quit complaining about your whatever. That you're amazing, you're perfect, you're this beautiful creative essence. Nobody will ever be like you, and you're perfect just the way you are. And you have all these systems just in your body work, your respiratory, your circulatory, your heart is pumping. You didn't have to wake up this morning. See, there's something behind here, isn't there? It's like behind the curtain. Who is doing the pumping of your heart? You didn't have to wake up and ask for your heart to start beating. Your heart beats. There is your higher power that is taking care of everything for you. We just need to stop thinking about what we don't like. Stop talking about what we don't like or want. And instead, forget what's going on and instead think about what will be. Wow, I love being healthier. I love being happier. I love manifesting more of what I want. Love getting better grades. I love earning more easy money. Okay. And then not only your body, so I mentioned all those things about your body. We haven't even got to your senses. You can see, okay? You can hear, you can smell, you can taste, you can touch throughout your entire body. It's incredible. You're a miracle. You're a walking miracle. When I was disabled from my waist down, they said no operation would work and I couldn't walk ever again. I didn't believe them. And instead, I just thought about, I want to walk. I visualized me. I thought about what will be, not what is. And then that energy started my little toe and it worked up my leg and down my waist. And voila, I can walk. And it's like, this is so amazing. This is how powerful, but it all started with my thought. Doesn't matter what's going on. What matters is what I'm thinking about. God doesn't care if you're thinking about what happened before, if you're thinking about what's happening now, or if you're thinking about what will be. Whatever you're thinking about, you're going to get more of it. So don't be thinking about anything that's happening right now that you don't like. And you'll see it'll start going away. It'll start getting better. It's amazing. And then, so I mentioned the five senses. Actually, actually have six senses. And the sixth sense is this ability to be able to communicate with the divine, with your angels, to call them in and give you health. And now your committee wants to say, well, gee, why am I not better yet, right after you ask for, why am I not better? No, no, no. It's happening right now. Everything is happening. Those angels are going out and getting everything or going in within your body to heal you. And so when you realize that, wow, this is how powerful you are, you got the whole universe right around your finger. All you need to do is ask for what you want and get it. It's a sixth sense, and that's a great thing in the to ask for in your fun shot in the morning every day. That yeah, I'm going to start asking for what I want, and then I'm going to ask for. I want to increase my intuition. I want to increase my communication with the divine, with these amazing energies that can bring me at all. They do the work. The Father does the work. I just need to ask. Father does the work and then receive. Isn't that great? I just love that. And then there's Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel is this white light, and he's the archangel of communication. And I'm telling you, every day when I invite Archangel Gabriel in, he just gives me God bumps all over. I mean, I am just so fired up with him because Archangel, I want to be, and so you can ask, I want to be an angel of communication. And you will. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to do the work. Just ask, hey, I want to be the angel of communication. I want to say kind and wonderful things. I want to be a great speaker. And that then again, you will. And to lead with heart. And so I want to communicate with my heart, not with my mind. And by the mind, I mean the committee there, that, yeah, I just want to be led by my heart. Your heart will take you to all that you want. Um, so you're an uplifter to others. And so let's go out and share the good news. And this is how to do it with the communication. So when we talk about communication, we'll talk about this next week too, that you want to really um, to understand communication. See, normally, if you hear, "Hey, I want to be a good communicator," you're mainly thinking about you communicating to others, right? But that's not the most important thing. It's for you to receive the communication, to understand what's being shared with you, to not just listen to it, but to hear their communication from other beings. And when I say other beings, human beings, and as well as your angels and your archangels. Okay. And that I want their communication to touch my mind, touch my heart, touch my soul, and for me to understand what they're saying, and also to have the answers and solutions to what they're wanting. Because basically, we're all wanters, if you will. And so, and what do we really want? We all want to feel good. Why do we want to feel good? Because that puts us at one with our creator, with our higher power, with God and all that is. And so the reason why anybody's saying anything to you is because they want to feel better. And so, it's like, oh, don't talk to strangers. That they only told you that because they felt, a stranger would give you candy and then kidnap you and kill you or whatever silly thing, it's going on that their committee is doing. The fact is that, hey, you're just great. That you are the one, the inviter. And so, if you're concerned about people hurting you or bullies, you're going to attract all kinds of people that hurt you and bullies. But when you start saying, yeah, I want people that are similar minded, I want people that are kind, compassionate, and wonderful. And so communication first comes this way on me receiving the communication. And then when I answer, and when I answer in communication, that I have the perfect vibration, I have the perfect thoughts. And we'll go over this next week too for you to help become a better communicator, an angel of communication. And all of us have that ability. We just have to ask for it. We can't say, "Oh, I'm nervous," or I'm afraid to talk in front. If you say that, you'll just get worse and worse and worse, end up in a corner. It's like, no, I'm an angel of communication. And so 60% of my message is with my body language. And so when I sit up tall, when my shoulders are straight, I'm leaning forward, then yeah, I'm doing whatever with my hand. Then my body 60%, 30% is your tone of voice, and only 10% are your words. But what does the committee have you focus on? Oh, what am I going to say? Don't worry about it. We'll give you the words. Archangel Gabriel will literally give you the words. So next time you need to talk, you don't need to, whatever it's about and get a good general idea, whatever it's about. But then just go in and give it up to Archangel Gabriel. He'll do the speaking, the communicating for you, give you the perfect body language, perfect tone of voice, and the perfect words. So that's Archangel Gabriel, and he's amazing. Archangel Shamuel is unconditional love. And all you need to do is that, and see this idea about it's not just love, it's under no condition. It doesn't matter what you're doing, saying, whatever, I'm going to love you. Whether it's I'm going to love me, myself, and not listen to the committee, I'm going to unconditionally love me. I'm going to unconditionally love people, my parents, whether no matter what they're doing, they're yelling at me, whatever. I mean, they care about you. They're doing the best job. And remember also, there's no school in the world on how to be a parent. So it's like, they're just trying to figure it out. And so it's like, oh, yeah, they're doing the best job they can. And that's a great way to look at unconditional love, is that everybody's doing the best job they can. Maybe it doesn't look too good, but they're doing the best job, just like you're doing the best job. And you're going to do a better job now, because now you're going to be able to understand. Now you understand, you can invite all these resources in. And to be unconditional love, if you're unconditional love, everybody's going to love you. Okay. You become irresistible. And I love that. And then see everything with unconditional love. And so it's this pink light. Remember, the light into the mind, the energy into your emotions, that pink light in every cell of your body. And it's like, oh my gosh. And so you become, in fact, what I do typically when I'm inviting my 7 angels in every day, that with Archangel Shamuel, she just makes me feel so good, so loved, so filled with love and endless love. See, we have endless everything. And so we have endless light, eternal life, that we have endless love to be able to give. And so let's give, that. And but what I do is that when I get to Shemuel, I then invite all 7 archangels in and come and surround me with their light. So it's like a rainbow of these beautiful colors and a rainbow of light that comes around me, that flows in me, and then flows out to the world. This endless, unconditional love. And then, my friend, you will see this world for what it is. It's all beautiful. All the people are beautiful. Everything you've been through before, everything you're going through now, and in the future, it's all a blessing. And when you ask for that, to see the blessing, when you ask and call in Archangel Shamuel in, Shamuel will give you that unconditional love to see it, to see your light as God does, as your higher power does. Isn't that great? Yeah, love it. And then Jophiel. And, it just gets better and better. And every one of these archangels are just absolutely amazing. But Archangel Jophiel has this golden light energy and angel dust. And this one is where I just like bubble over with my emotions on. So I call in Archangel Jophiel to illuminate. So remember, he illuminates. And I ask first for him to illuminate my mind. Okay. And by the way, him and her, there really aren't any sex differences with that. They're just these loving energies. Uh, and so not to get confused on that, they're these loving energies. And so Jophiel comes in and illuminates our mind. And again, I would take notes on this. Invite Jophiel in, Archangel Jophiel in, that golden light. Illuminate with your light my mind. expand my imagination and my creativity to more understanding and more answers and solutions to what I want. Oh, goodness. He'll literally, and your imagination is God's playground, and you'll start expanding your imagination. You know, Einstein would just ask for the formulas, and he would just, in his mind, go out into space, and the formulas would just start coming in, and the numbers, and how to do, and the letters that he would do with the formulas, and he'd get the formulas to understand life. And he's a genius. You're a genius. Whatever we focus on, we'll become a genius on. It's like, whoa, yeah. And then you have these resources now. That's why Einstein is considered a genius. He focused on these formulas to understand energy and life and how it was. And he just went up and expanded his imagination. Now you have Joe Fiel to expand your imagination, expand your creativity. But Joe Fiel also has this golden light to illuminate our emotions, our feelings. So I asked Archangel Jophiel, illuminate my emotions, my feelings, to have me feel better than I ever have right now and today and forevermore. And then that's what happens. I feel better. I mean, I'm flying high with my angels. I'm the happiest man in the world. And you'd be the happiest person in the world. All you need to do is just know this is the reality. This is who makes the things. And you don't have to do the work. You just need to ask for, illuminate my mind, my emotions. And then Archangel Jophiel, come and illuminate my cells, my body. Have them just be energized and filled with energy and health. And then they will. Absolutely incredible. And then we have Archangel Uriel. And Uriel is this red light and energy, and light energy and angel dust. And Uriel is wisdom. And so what I personally ask for is I ask for the wisdom to be in a pure state of allowing. Remember, step 4, I ask in step 1. Step 2, that by asking, that creates energy, my emotions. My emotions go to step 3 and goes to the universe. The universe, God, instantly receives my prayer, my whatever I'm thinking about, instantly responds. And so all your prayers are answered, but they're in energy form. And the way to get them out of energy form into your experience is step 4, to aid, to allow, to believe, to expect. So when I ask Uriel for, Archangel Uriel, I call forth your red light and give me the wisdom to be able to be at a pure state now, not tomorrow, not next, that now, in a state of allowing. And you know what? I end up in a state of allowing. Oh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. State, because all we need to do is allow. Allow what you've asked for in. It's the committee that disallows it through, oh, that's not possible, or that's not true, or look at somebody told me no, or I got a bad grade or whatever, and it's just doing all these silly thoughts. It's not real. What's real is this. This is real. These energies are real. These energies can take you. This is the secret to life, to your success, to your happiness. And Uriel can then give you the wisdom with your emotions to feel better, with your body to heal you better, to give you better health. And so wisdom. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. And give me the wisdom to have a long, happy, healthy, and wealthy life. And finally, we go with Archangel Zadkiel. And Zadkiel is this beautiful violet light energy, angel dust of compassion. And yes, for you to be compassionate to yourself, be kind to yourself, love yourself, realize what a magnificent being you are, what a magnificent creator that you are. You asked to come down here. You asked, and you said you would be the brave one to brush up against the contrast of things that you don't like. But you weren't meant to sit in your pity party and being all mad about, oh, I don't like this, or I'm not good enough, or I don't look good enough, or whatever. That contrast is to birth what you do want. Wow, I want to realize that what a magnificent creator I am, that I can be doing, have anything that I want. I love being an angel of communication. Give compassion, not only to yourself, but to others. Whatever you're giving to others, you're going to get back. You're mad, they're going to get mad. You're compassionate, they'll be compassionate. It's like, wow, how beautiful. And you can have deeper, more loving relationships with everyone, with your friends, with your family, with your loved ones, with work, teachers. Doesn't matter. You be compassionate, be kind. Ask that I be compassionate. Zadkiel, give me your violet light, energy, and angel dust, and have me be a compassionate person now, a kind person now, a loving person now. Dear one, you will be that. And all you have to do is ask. Whew. Amen. Amen. And those are our beautiful archangels, your 7 archangels. And it all starts with your thoughts. And how can I have a better life? Ask for better feeling thoughts. Okay. Go into your fun shop every morning. Do this. It 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 plays out. It'll play out for you. That most people would say it works, but I don't like the word work, low vibrational. And look at the words you're using too. Are they high vibrational? Okay. Like grateful is okay, but appreciation is a higher vibration. Appreciation says, grateful says, oh, kind of somebody else did something for me. Appreciation says, this is co-creative process. I appreciate me and I appreciate my archangels. I appreciate God and all these beautiful energies that make it happen then. So it's a co-creative process where we come together and get everything that we want. And then simply ask to feel better. You can ask your archangels to feel better. And to feel better, that's just not, physically, that's emotionally, that's mentally. I want to be at peace mentally. Oh, man. Because and if you ask for peace, the committee has to leave because the committee isn't going to give you peace. It's going to give you these silly thoughts. They don't get you anymore. And ask, well, like another great way to identify the committee. Does that thought get me anywhere? No, doesn't get me anywhere. But thoughts like, hey, I want to feel better. I want to have better feeling thoughts. I want to breathe deeply. Remember that spirit. The word breath is spirit. It's a way to connect to your higher power, to connect to your archangels easier. So in your fun shop, what you do first thing before you start every morning is you breathe deeply. And 5 seconds in and 5 seconds out. And just relax. The meek inherit the earth. In other words, we don't have to be out, hey, I'm going to be boss and let's do it. No, just need to be kind, nice, loving. I think about what I want. Do meditations. And so I have meditations if you want, like I have paraliminals that will give you better health or a better attitude towards life, and seeing the unseen. That's a beautiful one. It's called Seeing the Unseen, and use technology, right brain, left brain, gets in your subconscious. So ask me for that. And all you have to do is ask. And walk in nature. Take a walk outside. It's very refreshing. Get out. And, it's kind of hot right now. It's the summer. We do it in the evenings, in the mornings. And I went out walking this morning too. It's like, get out there, show up for life. This is a beautiful world. I went outside and this morning I woke up, went outside, and I have this little hummingbird come up and greet me. Literally, I open up the door, and it comes flying right up within 5 feet of me, and it's just twirling its wings, and it's like, oh, good morning, There's so many big happy surprises waiting for you. There's so many miracles waiting for you. And all we need to do is ask for them and do things like this that are inspiring. Do your daily fun shop. And finally, invite your 7 archangels every day into your life. And so that remember that fun shop, breathe deeply first, read your fun shop. There's just good feeling thoughts. Write down what you want, write down what you appreciate. Okay, not grateful for, what you appreciate. And then write down how you want your day to be. And I want to smile more. I want to laugh more. And God will show you, your archangels will show you how. All of a sudden you'll be laughing. You'll be like, oh my gosh, I could have never figured that out on how to laugh. And then prepave your day, the way that you want it. So if you need me, there you go. As far as text or email me, if you want those meditations, if you have any questions or comments, let me know how you're doing. What amazing miracles have happened in your life now because you are becoming deliberate. You are deliberately creating your life now the way that you want it. So with that, I love you all. I thank you for being with me today, that it has been amazing. And know that everything that you want is coming your way, starting right now. Love you all. Bye-bye.